President Muhammadu Buhari has engineered a desperate and sectional move to hedge out yet another southerner from clinching a crucial federal position under his administration, all aimed at elongating the northern grip on the nation's security architecture. According to People's Gazette, a deep-laid plot to suddenly promote Moses Jitobo, an Assistant Inspector General of Police from Bayelsa, to a higher rank of Deputy Inspector General has been uncovered. Despite having 9 service years remaining and currently not the most senior AIG from the South-South. Section 7 of the Nigeria Police Act 2020 has positioned Jitobo 50 as the only qualified officer to become the next Inspector General of Police out of all the 24 AIGs currently in the Nigeria Police Force. The presidency-induced promotion scheme, if allowed to stand, will all but guarantee Jiboto's elimination from consideration as the next Police Inspector General of Police, while clearing a dubious path for another northerner to take over from Muhammadu Adamu. At least 4 sources at the Force Headquarters, Police Service Commission and the State House told the newspaper that President Buhari was part of the strategy to forcibly promote Jitobo to DIG to make his enduring stay in the police untenable beyond February 1st, 2021, when all his DIG PS will retire with Adamu. To advance the plan, a Deputy Inspector General has summarily retired from the service under apparently puzzling but undisclosed circumstances. Michael Ubizi from Cross River handed in his early retirement filings late November, even though he had barely 2 months left to properly retire alongside Adamu and other colleagues from the 1986 course. Following Obizi's exit, Adamu swiftly requested for Jitobo's annual performance evaluation results to recommend him for urgent promotion to DIG. Extant police leadership order requires a Deputy Inspector General from each of Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones to make up the police management team. The People's Gazette findings showed that none of the 6 DIGs representing the 6 geopolitical zones in the police management structure is eligible for appointment as IG, having fallen short of the required years of service mandated by law. The police service records showed that 2 of the DIGs, Celestine Okoye, Southeast, and Lawal Shehu, Northwest, are due for retirement in December 2020, while Amici Samela Baraya, Northeast, Anthony Ogbizi Michael, South-South, and Adeleye Olushola, Southwest, will retire alongside IG Adamu, North Central, in February 2021. DIG Sanusi Lemu, North Central, is expected to proceed on retirement in January 2023. The most recent police staff list obtained by the newspaper showed that there are 24 general duty officers in the rank of AIG. Previously, either of the 24 officers could have been appointed as IG by the president, but the new police law signed by Buhari in September 2020 mandated that only an officer with at least 4 more service years grace could be appointed as IG. 23 of the 24 AIGs are up for retirement between January 8, 2021 and March 1st, 2023, either based on enlisting of age. Only Jitobo, the youngest of them all, has more than 8 years left in service, twice the legal requirement. Jiboto's status should have triggered his preparation to take charge of police affairs from Adamu, a Muslim northerner from Nasarawa, in 2 months. But the president and his associates are loath to accept a Christian southerner of Ijaw extraction with the potential to lead the police for 9 years, and now raising to circumvent the law and pave way for 4 northern commissioners of police to be the only available candidates for the top law enforcement officer. After being handicapped by law from using an unqualified AIG from the north to replace Adamu, Buhari has decided to promote several commissioners to the position of AIG hurriedly. The law requires that an IG can only be appointed from a position no less than AIG, that is, only a DIG or an IG could be made an IG. Recent administrations have, however, adopted the convention of appointing IGs from AIGs. Senior ranking officers, DIGs, are summarily sacrificed when a junior colleague is appointed in furtherance of the controversial practice. There are currently 89 officers in the rank of the commissioner in the police, but only 24 of them can be promoted as IGs to replace the current 24 AIGs. They will either be promoted as DIGs or forced to retire alongside Adamu in February. But out of the 24 commissioners that the presidency is looking to promote to AIG, only 4 of them have at least 4 years left in service, and all the 4 are northerners. They are Hafiz Inowa from Jigawa, Northwest, retiring 2024. Dasuki Galadanchi from Kano, Northwest, retiring in 2025. Abu Sani Amadu from Sokoto, Northwest, retiring 2025. And Bala Siroma from Yobe, Northeast, retiring 2025. After resolving that only Northern Police Commissioners will meet the legal requirements to become IG out of the 24 potential commissioners to be promoted to AIG. The presidency then sought to finalize Jitobo's promotion as DIG forthwith, police sources said. Buhari's associations quickly found an ally in Ogbizi, who agreed to proceed on retirement to create an excuse for promoting Jitobo to become the new DIG for the South-South. Ogbizi's sudden decision to initiate his voluntary retirement in late November, when he could have just waited for additional 2 months when he would be officially due to retire, has continued to unsettle senior police officers from the South. We are still shocked that he agreed to such a desperate plot to deprive another officer of his region the opportunity of being the next IG. The police chief told People's Gazette under anonymity over the weekend, adding that officers are still sitting about the messy plot. Following Ogbizi's retirement, Adamu on November 26 asked Jitobo to forward his annual performance results for 2018 and 2019 within a week, according to a memo obtained by the Gazette. The Force Headquarters is now preparing to forward Jitobo's record to the Police Service Commission to approve his promotion as DIG. But Jitobo is not the most senior AIG from the South-South. Osin Agbolahan from Edo is scheduled for retirement in August 2021 and should have been the one promoted to replace Ogbizi in the police management team, staff records showed. The newspaper learned that the president told Ogbizi that he would be made the next chairman of the EFCC if he agreed to go along with the plan. A PSC source said the presidency had already informed the commission to expedite Jiboto's promotion, but the official said the process would be stalled because there was no basis to circumvent the law to prevent the officer from becoming the next IG. Quite frankly, we have no basis for ignoring the law because we want to prevent one man from attaining a position in the police, a PSC official said. The fight is currently being fought from within. The presidency source confirmed that 2 meetings had been held over the past week on who would be the next IG, and it was concluded that Jitobo should be frustrated from getting the position in favor of Galadanchi. I can confirm that Dasuki Galadanchi is the first option of the president to become the next IG. The presidency source said under anonymity to comment on an internal matter. President Buhari's strong stance against the emergence of Jitobo follows his pattern of nepotistic appointments into top positions, said police reforms activist Okechukwu Nwaguma, considering that northerners appointed by Buhari currently fill top military and national security positions. The president must immediately withdraw from this plot, and the police council should also immediately reject it, Nwaguma said. An IG whose loyalty would be to the law and the people rather than to one man that created a path for him to emerge. Nwaguma described Buhari as a die-in-the-wool sectionist, calling on him to ensure compliance with the law he signed and allow Jitobo to be elevated to the top police job. Despite evidence, the president has frequently denied allegations of being sectional, often citing his appointment of ministers from southern states without noting that it is a constitutional requirement for all states to have at least one minister in the federal capital. Yet in 2017, Buhari declined to appoint Walter Onohe as the Chief Justice of Nigeria, despite a looming constitutional crisis. But when he fell ill and was flown to London for extended medical treatment, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo quickly moved to avert the crisis by forwarding Onohe's name to the Senate for confirmation. Barely 2 years later, Buhari ultimately plotted the inglorious ouster of Mr. Onohe, a Southern Christian, especially sourcing his replacement from the North. In fact, this is not a new thing. It's really been happening and happening and happening. And people are saying, if he likes, let him put all the northerners. For the fact that he's putting all of them, it has not really reduced the crisis. It has not reduced the insecurity in that zone. So let him continue. It's his usual way. It has not developed to be people in any way. Let him continue. So guys, let's hear your opinion concerning this as well.